Yes, Joshua.
So, in the apoplastic movement, the rate of movement of solutes is faster than the rate of movement of solutes in the symplastic pathway.
That is correct. Sunyani, interference of metabolic state of the cell. Go ahead, Patrick. Is your mic on? Speak.
For the symplastic movement, the interference of the activities or the metabolism activities of the cell is higher than that of the apoplastic movement.
I'll give to you. Another preamble for the next set. Determine the number of valence electrons present in the d orbital of the following species. Determine the number of valence electrons present in the d orbital of the following species. So Opoku Ware, Zn2 plus. Romeo.
10 electrons.
That is correct. Anlo, Ni2 plus. Go ahead, Joshua.
6 electrons.
That is incorrect. Yes, Opoku Ware.
8 electrons.
That is correct. Sunyani, Fe3 plus. Go ahead, Patrick.
6 electrons.
That is incorrect. Opoku Ware.
5 electrons.
That is correct. So I continue. The next set comes with a preamble. And the preamble reads, I thought we came to an agreement. As for this year, everybody has learned to say, I'm sorry, but they never do what they are supposed to do. So this is the preamble. Consider perfectly elastic collision between objects 1 and 2 of masses m1 and m2 and initial velocities u1 and u2. Motion is along a Cartesian axis, so the collision is head-on. Consider perfectly elastic collision between objects 1 and 2 of masses m1 and m2 and initial velocities u1 and u2. Motion is along a Cartesian axis, so the collision is head-on. Opoku Ware, if m1 equals 2 kilograms, m2 equals 3 kilograms, u1 equals -5 meters per second, and u2 is 5 meters per second, find the velocity of object 1 after the collision. Yes, Andrews.
We have the velocity of the first ball, that's v1, to be equal to -0.5 2 meters per second.
That is incorrect. Anlo Senior High School. If M1 equals 1 kilogram, M2 equals 2 kilograms, U1 equals 4 meters per second, and U2 equals -5 meters per second, find the velocity of object 2 after the collision. Yes, Solomon.
We have -2 meters per second.
That is incorrect. Sunyani, if M1 equals 3 kilograms, M2 equals 1 kilogram, U1 equals -2 meters per second, and U2 equals 6 meters per second, find the velocity of object 1 after the collision. So, Opoku Ware, your answer should have been 7 meters per second, Anlo 1 meter per second, and Sunyani 2 meters per second. Another preamble for the next set. Find the domain of the given function. Find the domain of the given function. Opoku Ware, f of x equals the square root of the expression x plus 3 over the square root of the expression 2 minus 1. Yes.
X should be greater than 1. That's the domain. It's a set, and X is a member such that X should be greater than 1.
That is incorrect. Anlo, yours is f of x equals the square root of the expression x minus 2 over the square root of the expression 5 minus x. Yes, Joshua.
We have the domain to be a set of x such that x is greater or equal to 2 and x is less than 5.
That is correct. Sunyani, f of x equals the square root of the expression 2 minus x over the square root of the expression x plus 2. Patrick.
I have the domain to be x is such that x is less than 2 and x is greater than -2.
That is incorrect. Anlo,
We have the domain to be a set of x such that x is greater than -2 or X is less than or equal to 2.
That is correct. So this one is coming to all of you. When I get to you, you give me your answer. State one of the functions associated with membrane proteins. State one of the functions associated with membrane proteins. Opoku Ware. Give me yours, please. Yes.
Membrane proteins, some of the membrane proteins are specialized to form such to store substances.
To
store substances in the cell.
storage.
Yes.
So for storage. That is incorrect. Anlo.
So membrane proteins, some of them they regulate the movement of substances through the membrane. Example in the cell membrane, where the proteins, so they regulate movement between the membranes and the external environment.
That is incorrect. Sunyani, yours.
The membrane proteins bound with lipids to form the phospholipid bilayer, which prevents substances from entering the cell or the cell the cytoplasm of the cell.
No. So there are 6. Anchorage, cell-cell recognition, enzymes, junctions, signal transduction, and transport. For anchorage, they are the points of attachment of the internal cytoskeleton to other cells or the extracellular matrix to hold cells in their location. For cell recognition, they act as recognition molecules as these proteins on the surface of the membrane behave as name tags which provide information to other cells about the type of cell and its identity. They also serve as enzymes or biocatalysts to promote chemical reactions. They connect and join 2 cells together. This allows tight junctions to be formed between the cells. Then for signal transduction, messages carried by the extracellular signaling molecule when bound with the receptor membrane protein on the cell membrane activates those proteins. Then for transport from channels or pores, they form channels or pores as well as act as the transporter, which helps in the movement of nutrients, ions, and other molecules across the membrane. I read all these just to help you know what to say next time. Preamble to all schools. Iron is commonly produced by the reduction of magnetite, Fe3O4, by carbon monoxide in a blast furnace according to the reaction. Fe3O4 plus 4CO resulting in 3Fe plus 4CO2. Opoku Ware, how many grams of iron can be formed from the reduction of 11.6 grams of iron oxide? Romeo.
We have 8.40 grams.
That is correct. Anlo. Calculate the mass of carbon dioxide liberated, assuming 145 grams of iron oxide reacts with excess carbon monoxide. Opoku Ware for a bonus.
110 grams.
That is correct. Sunyani, how many grams of iron oxide should be heated to produce 672 grams of iron? How many grams of iron oxide should be heated to produce 672 grams of iron? Opoku Ware.
928 grams.
That is correct. Opoku Ware, your last question for the round. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force on a 15 centimeter portion of a long straight wire carrying a 4.0 ampere current in a uniform 0.80 Tesla magnetic field that is inclined at 30 degrees to the wire. Yes, Romeo.
Okay, we have 0.24 newtons.
That is correct. Anlo, find the magnitude of the magnetic force on a 12 centimeter portion of a long straight wire carrying a 3.2 ampere current in a uniform 2.5 Tesla magnetic field that is perpendicular to the wire. Yes, Solomon.
So we have 0.96 Newton.
That is correct. Sunyani Senior High. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force on a 24 centimeter portion of long straight wire carrying a 5.0 ampere current in a uniform 2.0 Tesla magnetic field that is inclined at 30 degrees to the wire. Yes, Samuel.
1.2 newtons.
That is correct. And that's the end of the first round.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
Today, the question is no longer, why do we have problems? But rather, how can we spin those challenges into opportunities? This is the revolutionary mindset we, students here at Academic City, are driven by. Academic City, we believe that the challenges of today are nothing like the opportunities of tomorrow. Hence, we're poised for the future. And so we say,
come join us.
Pakuli.
Yes, Sunyani.
We are Tibatani.
Zafula Nadia.
Diano William.
Brabe Kaya. I'm going to start Shami Hotel.
As we lead the charge to empower the next generation of future leaders. Academic City University College, redefining university education.
You heard right. We are offering our new and over 26 million existing customers worldwide an absolutely free COVID-19 cover. Yes, absolutely free. A couple of reasons. The satisfaction of knowing that you know we care. It's in conformity with who we are, the core of identity. We have a value of initiative that constantly drives us and to push the bar. We have a mantra, always listening, always understanding, and we back that up. Customer satisfaction is important to us. We have been doing this for over 170 years. We have honored our promise throughout the years. We were there in 1848 during the cholera pandemic, the sinking of the Titanic in 1912 through World Wars I and II, 1918 Spanish flu epidemic, through the decade of the Great Depression, 2002 SARS outbreak. And we certainly have every intention of honoring claims for this 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Hi, my name is Razak Abdul, and I'm the head of customer service here at Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. I invite you all to join the Prudential Life family today.
Jet. We had the thing, I am not upset. Check. I don't even use checks to the check.
Join the Absa family and make fast, easy, and safe transactions with our digital products. Log on to absa.com.gh. No long tail. We like them simple and easy.
Believe me, no long tense in my life. Like I'm simple and easy. Easy. Alande. Make I walk you through my everyday life. Busy from the morning light. My to-do list long, shadow fit to overlap. So sharp, turn on mobile app. School fees check, light bills check. Do I'm with speed like a G4 jet. BB at the day, I am not upset. Check, I don't even use checks, city check.
Join the Absa family and make fast, easy, and safe transactions with our digital products. Log on to absa.com.gh. No long tail. We like them simple and easy.
Believe me, no long tense in my life. Like I'm simple and easy. Easy.
So there were some few challenges that came from the schools. Opoku Ware, you got yours for the maths. You got it. So you are getting the point for that. And then another school was challenging an answer that a school had given for the biology. For the first set for biology, the answers were long. So I look out for particular words. So once I hear those, I'm satisfied with the answer. So I was satisfied with their answer. I think that takes care of it. So at the end of the first round, these are the scores. Sunyani Senior High School had 6 points. Anlo Senior High School had 10 points. And Opoku Ware School had 24 points. Contestants, we are moving into the second round where we have the speed race. You know what? In this round, the questions are coming to all schools at the same time. So when you make noise, your school will not hear what I'm saying and they will lose out. So please, allow them to hear and answer, okay? So contestants, in this round, your speed would count. The questions are coming to all of you at the same time. And you may take turns in answering. Anytime you answer and you are wrong, you lose a point. But if you are the first school to answer correctly, you earn 3 points. When you are wrong, another school may answer correctly for 2 points. When they are wrong, the third school may now answer for just 1 point. Anytime you ring the bell, you take a point from the school that is going to ring after you. So when you ring the bell and you don't talk, I move on, whether there's a school after you or not. And I consider your answer wrong. So please, be ready with your answer before you ring the bell, okay? I wish you all the best. And this is the only round that you can ring the bell as someone else is talking, because you have a time frame within which to come up with the answer. And when that time passes, you are not going to get the opportunity. So as soon as you're ready with your answer, you may ring the bell. Don't ring the bell and be working out as you are giving me the answer. I will not take that. All the best to you. Speed race. The vertices of a triangle ABC are A0, B, 0B, and C, CD. If angle B is a right angle, find the relation between A, B, C, and D. The answer is B, multiplying the expression D minus B equals AC, or BD equals B squared plus AC. Find the stationary point or points on the curve y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x plus 2. Yes, Opoku Ware.
We have open bracket 0, 2, close that bracket, and another point, open bracket 2,
That is
4.
incorrect. It's incorrect. Anlo.
We have the stationary points to be 1, 4. That's 1 point. And 1, 3.
That is incorrect. Sunyani.
We have our stationary point to be 1, 3 and 3, 1. 1, 3 and 3, 11.
That is incorrect. The answer is 1, 3. Solve the simultaneous equations. Log base 3 of x plus log base 3 of y equals 3. Then log base x of y equals 2. Anlo.
So we have x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 9.
That is correct. Which of the following parts of the human kidney contains the lowest concentration of urea? Glomerulus. Yes, Anlo.
The distal convoluted tubule.
That is incorrect. The glomerulus, loop of Henle, Bowman's capsule, branches of the renal vein. Yes, Opoku Ware.
The branches of renal vein.
That is correct. What raw material is available in the air for photosynthesis? Opoku Ware.
Carbon dioxide.
That is correct. What would be the ratio of chromosome number between an egg and its zygote? Opoku Ware.
1:2.
That is correct. A saturated solution. A saturated solution of zinc hydroxide, Zn into bracket OH bracket close 2, has a pH of 9 and has a pH of 9 at 28 degrees Celsius. Calculate the molar solubility of Zn2 plus ions at this temperature. Opoku Ware.
5.0 by 10 exponent negative 6
Who rang next?
mole per dm cube.
That is correct. Determine the sum. Determine the sum of the coefficients. Determine the sum of the coefficients of all reactants in a balanced equation of the reaction. HCl plus Zn plus H3PO3, resulting in H2O plus ZnCl2 plus pH3. Opoku Ware.
We have it as 4.
That is incorrect. The answer is 10. What is the average oxidation number of carbon in propan-2-ol? Yes, Opoku Ware. Go ahead. Plus what?
2.
That is incorrect. Anlo.
So we have -3.
That is incorrect. It is -2. An initially uncharged 16 millifarad capacitor is charged to 75 volts through a 5.0 kilo ohm resistor. Find the charge on the capacitor 80 seconds after charging starts. The answer is 760 millicoulomb. The net force on a particle is the expression 4I plus 24J newtons at T equals 1 second in a region where its position is given by R into bracket T equals to 1/2 T squared I in meters per second squared plus T cubed J in meters per second cubed. Find the mass of the particle. The answer is 4 kilograms. Last one for this set, for this round actually. A uniform rod of length 1.8 meters has diameter 2.0 centimeters and a mass of 2.0 kilograms. Find the moment of inertia of the rod about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its length. Opoku Ware.
0.54 kilogram meter square.
That is correct. That's the end of the speed race. Sunyani Senior High had 5 points. Anlo Senior High had 10 points. And Opoku Ware School had 35 points. So we are entering our third round. In the third round, we are going to solve the problem of the day. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. At stake in this round is the Prudential Life Insurance Nsmq star. The Nsmq star is awarded to a school that earns a perfect score of 10 for the problem of the day. A star at this stage is worth 2,400 Ghana cedis, and this amount goes to the team. As you already know, the problem of the day is a complex question that will go to all schools at the same time. You have 4 minutes within which to solve the problem of the day, after which I'll assess your solutions. As I have said, the problem of the day is worth 10 points. So let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day. A right-angled triangle has legs or perpendicular sides of length 6 centimeters and 8 centimeters. Find A, the radius of the circumcircle of the triangle, and B, the radius of the incircle of the triangle. You have 4 minutes to solve this, starting now. Stop work, stop writing. There's the last. There's just one. Our contestants have put their solutions on the board. I have taken a look at them, and now I'm going to present what was suggested by our consultant. So this was a problem from mathematics, a very simple one. A right-angled triangle has perpendicular sides of length 6 centimeters and 8 centimeters. They were to find the radius of the circumcircle of the triangle and the radius of the incircle of the triangle. So the solution, the suggested solution is that they would have to state that the hypotenuse is the diameter of the circumcircle. That's the circle around the triangle. If you're able to state this, you earn 1 point. And so the square of the diameter will be 6 squared plus 8 squared, which will lead you to get D equals 10 using the Pythagoras theorem. And from that, you can calculate the radius of the circumcircle to be 10 over 2, which will give you 5. You get 1 point for this. You get 1 point for calculating the diameter too. So you get 3 points from there. Then for the B part, there's a diagram to be drawn and described. So the right angle triangle has been described earlier. So we label AB to be the side with of 6 centimeters. BC will be the side of 8 centimeters. And AC will be the hypotenuse, 10 centimeters. That has been calculated from A. You put in the circle, and the point at which the radius of the circle meets AB is labeled E. So the distance between E and B is R. And the distance between A and E is 6 minus R. Then the distance between B, so the point of the radius touching the circle on the line BC is F. You could have labeled it anything you wanted. So this is how we have it. So BF is also R, so FC or CF is 8 minus R. And then we have the point, the radius is touching AC as D. So DC is 8 minus R, AD is 6 minus R. So you let O be the center and R is the radius of the inner circle. So AC, so once you describe, you draw the diagram with all these and you get 3 points. And once you define them, as I did, you get 2 points. Then AC equals AD plus DC, which will give you 10. Then 14 minus 2R equals 10. 2R equals 4, R equals 2. So the radius of the in center is 2 centimeters. You get 2 points for this. So we look at what the schools presented. It seems Sunyani and Opoku Ware got the idea of the circumcircle. They drew that one, but that's not the diagram we're interested in. But even with that, let's take Sunyani first. Sunyani was able to determine the length of the hypotenuse as 10 centimeters. So I gave it to them. They didn't mention that it was the diameter, but at least we know that the diameter is supposed to be the hypotenuse. So I gave them the 1 mark for that. They hadn't defined what the diameter was, so they lost the mark for that. And then they did not do anything else after that. Or whatever they did was not what I was looking for. Then Anlo. Anlo was able to find the length of the hypotenuse. So I gave them 1 point for that. And that was all for Anlo. Opoku Ware, you also found the length of the hypotenuse. And you found the radius. but you did not state that the hypotenuse is the diameter of the circumcircle. So you lost the mark for that. So you got 2 points for the A part, even though you didn't label them as A, B, or C, A or B. So you got 2 points for that. After that, what you did didn't correspond to anything I was looking for. So you got 2 points. So you may change to your school crest. So for the problem of the day, Sunyani Senior High School and Anlo Senior High School each had 1 point. And Opoku Ware School had 2 points. Opoku Ware would like to make a change. They are substituting Manford Anderson Kelvin for Andrews Ajemandia. So thank you for being with us, Andrews Ajemandia. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Come on, Manford Anderson Kelvin, you are welcome. So you are welcome, Kelvin. So contestants, we are entering our 4th round. In this round, each school is going to get a statement. You tell me whether your statement is true or false. When you are right, you earn 2 points. When you are wrong, you lose a point. In fear of losing a point, you may decide not to answer at all, in which case another school answers correctly for the full 2 points, or they lose a point when they are wrong. When you are ready to pick up another school statement, allow their time to elapse, just 10 seconds. Then the bell will go out on them and you ring your bell. I wish you all the best. You are going to tell me whether the statements are true or false. So I may not be asking true or false after each statement. So take note. I wish you all the best. We start the 4th round with Opoku Ware School. Preamble to all schools. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. For the formation of every molecule of fat, there is a gene. Opoku Ware. Yes, Kelvin.
False.
That is correct. Anlo. Anlo, for the formation of every hormone, there is a gene. Yes, Solomon.
It's true.
That is correct. Sunyani, for the production of every enzyme, there is a gene. Yes, Patrick.
True.
That is correct. Opoku Ware. An aqueous solution of K2S will have a pH of less than 7. Kelvin.
False.
That is correct. Anlo. An aqueous solution of NaI. An aqueous solution of NaI will have a pH greater than 7. Yes, Solomon.
It's true.
That is incorrect. Sunyani. An aqueous solution of KCN will have a pH greater than 7. Patrick.
True.
That is correct. Opoku Ware. If the center of mass of a pair of particles moves with uniform velocity, then the net external force on the pair is 0.
True.
That is correct. Anlo. If the forces a pair of particles exert on each other are equal and opposite, then their center of mass moves with uniform velocity. Yes, so Joshua.
It's false.
That is correct. Sunyani. The acceleration of the center of mass of a pair of particles equals the sum of the forces the particles exert on each other divided by the sum of their masses. Patrick.
False.
That is correct. Preamble to all schools. The given transformation. Opoku Ware. The point xy mapping onto the negative x, negative y is a reflection and a rotation. Yes, Kelvin.
True.
That is correct. Anlo. The point xy mapping onto the point x negative y is both a rotation and a reflection. Yes, Solomon.
It's false.
That is incorrect. Sunyani. The point xy mapping onto the point x plus 2 and y minus 2 is a translation. Opoku Ware. The embryo sac of female gametophyte is an oval structure present in the endosperm of flowering plants.
False.
That is correct. Anlo. The embryo sac or female gametophyte is an oval structure present in the embryo of flowering plants. Yes, Solomon. Okay, Joshua.
True.
That is incorrect. Sunyani. The embryo sac of female gametophyte is an oval structure present in the ovule of flowering plants. Yes, Patrick.
False.
That is incorrect. Opoku Ware, if two compounds A and B have different physical and chemical properties, they are likely isomers.
False.
That is correct. Anlo. If two compounds, please, let's be fair to the other schools. Anlo, if two compounds A and B have the same molecular formula but different functional groups, they are functional group isomers.
True.
That is correct. Sunyani, if two compounds A and B are isomers, they have different physical and chemical properties. Yes.
True.
That is incorrect. Opoku Ware, the sequence, lead, gold, copper, is in the correct order of